Okay, let's talk about sitting at a desk when you're having some back issues going on or you're feeling some spasms in your low back. Because a lot of people describe, hey, I'm sitting at my desk and I have a lot of back issues that are coming on as I sit here. Now, what should you do with your setup? Now, the biggest thing in the chair is if you don't have a back rest, make sure that you find a chair that does. It doesn't need to be some fancy, big, expensive chair that you go out. It just needs to be something that has support, because without the support, your back is working that much harder, and that's not a bad thing if you're trying without a back rest, but when you're spasming, it needs a little bit of support, and you need to help it a little bit during this time. So number one, go find a chair that has a back support. Number two, try to find that one that is adjustable. And again, it doesn't have to be big and fancy. But from here, there's a couple things that I see. Number one is if your knees are higher than your hips, you're gonna have some troubles, because again, when your knees are higher than your hips, it allows you to sit on your tailbone, not on your sitting bones, on your butt bones, right? Now, you wanna be positioned on your butt bones, and the way that you get there is that your knee is parallel to your hip. In this case, this one's a little bit low, so I'm just gonna raise this up a little bit, and you can see I'm in a better position. And what that actually does is it pushes my pelvis to my torso, basically knee to my torso, in a more 90-degree angle, and that's better. The other problem that I see is when it is too high, when your chair is too high, you're kind of sitting at a downward angle as well, and that can push you in too much extension. So some people get into that as well. Now, the other thing with back is we want to have the support, but that might not be enough. And even just this starts to get you kind of in a slouched position. So again, scoot yourself all the way back. And then I'm going to take a pillow, and this is just like a lumbar support pillow that we have in chairs, but you could do a beach towel, you could do a lumbar roll that you have laying around, but a skinny pillow like this works too. And I'm gonna put this in the low back portion, just right above my bum, okay? So in the small of my back, and then you can see how I'm kind of rolling it, because I wanna make it firm. The softer it gets, the more that I can go find that position that's not really supportive. So I want to make it kind of firm so that it gets me in this position. And now you can see I'm with my knees parallel to my hips, and I come up in this position, and now my foundation is set up in a way that's going to feel way more supported from my back all the way up into my neck. And if we set that foundation right, then everything else starts to follow. Okay, now the last thing with sitting at a desk, you and I are probably both legitimately bad at this, because I can totally find myself in this. I get lost in the computer. So do yourself a favor. I want you to set an alarm. Get really good at setting an alarm every 20 to 30 minutes, even 15 is better. But you gotta get up and move, even if it's just a short walk and back. Your spine needs to get that lubrication. Your body joint your body needs to move, point blank. So the only way that you're gonna do that, instead of getting drowned into your work or whatever you're in an email or the website, whatever you're doing, you gotta set an alarm, because time cruises, as you know, as you get on a computer. So set an alarm, make sure that you continually, repetitively do that while you're working, because it's very important that you are reminded to get up and move. It's going to help you tremendously to stop those lower back spasms, upper neck issues. It's just going to help a lot. So set the alarm, work on your position, make sure that your knee is parallel to your hips so that you're stacked right. Get off of your tailbone, get on your sitting bones, and you're going to feel a lot better in your low back as we go through this. So give that a good try and let me know how it goes. And if you would like, make sure you go watch the other video all about sitting in softer surfaces like couches and chairs and whatnot. So enjoy. We'll talk to you soon.